Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the good old WTD question mark here on my channel. And today is the perfect day for What's the Damage, man, because it's just so dark and depressing and moody. Maybe not dark, I think I exaggerated a little bit. It's depressing and moody because when I woke up, it was very overcast and seemed like it was gonna rain. It's a little chilly outside, so just last night I watched a horror movie called The Boy, and it just kind of feels very fitting that I wake up the next day and everything feels like a horror movie, But anyways, so here's the thing, guys. Just in case you missed it, my last video was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is a game based on a trading card game, which is based on the anime, which is based on the manga. It's like this whole thing created back in Japan. The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually passed away recently. I just forgot his name. It's not that I forgot, I just can't pronounce it, but I think it's Kazuya Takahashi, something like that, But anyway, he passed away recently while I think doing some deep ocean diving or something involving a snorkeling accident. And the thing is that playing that game reminded me that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a very big part of my adolescence. I loved it so much, and I really binge watched the original English let's say remake of the anime, because there is the Japanese anime, which is considerably darker and more mature, than the American one, which was kind of remade for a less mature American audience, I really watched that. There were a total of 5 seasons, I do believe eventually there were some spin-offs, like there was Yu-Gi-Oh! Regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Then there was the Shadow Games, or no, sorry, I think it was Enter the Shadow Realm. Then there was the Battle Sea thing. I don't know. There were just a bunch of different ones, Then it spun off into Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Yu-Gi-Oh! The 5D, whatever the hell, But anyway, so the point is that I really enjoyed watching that as a kid. However, I do have a problem with anime in and out of itself, So I never watched the original Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, and I probably never will, because I know how hard to swallow certain scenes may be, because anime in general as a whole just really scares the hell out of me, man. It scares the absolute living crap out of me. And now I understand that it's a very popular medium that a lot of people consume today. I'm a teacher and many of my students are obsessed with anime, They watch many hours of it every single day, and I never really understood what the hell the main driving attraction is there, because to me Japanese anime is just any kind of regular cartoon, except it's in Japanese and there might be many more seasons and episodes. But contrary to other Western cartoons which are made for kids, anime is not made for children, because they go into some really they go into some very disturbing territory sometimes, and showing really unsettling images, and I don't know, it just really upsets me a lot, because there actually is this one thing that happened to me when I was a kid that was a little traumatic, but I'm gonna get to that later, But I cannot really understand what the appeal of anime is, because I love Japanese culture, I am in love with Japan and all of Asia, everything having to do with that country there, because Japan is my favorite. But I like to consume their media, their TV shows, their movies and stuff, but like anime for some reason doesn't sit well with me, It just doesn't resonate very well with the part of my brain that releases dopamine. I can't seem to get pleasure out of anime, because in my head it seems like there are many of them that are very, very weird, There's a lot of violence, like Attack on Titan, and I don't know, there might be some disturbing things like Ghost in the Shell, and maybe not even that, maybe One Piece. One Piece, the characters look scary, It's very strange. Like there seems to be many anime that are popular with people, and Naruto I think is the most popular one, and I don't know, Naruto always seemed pretty cute and family friendly. If I could ever choose an anime to watch, it might even be that one. The problem is that there are 3 different iterations of it, I think, and one of them has like 600 or so episodes or even more, and I don't know, man. People that make anime are obsessed with just milking it like a cow's udder, like one of the animes that I mentioned just now was Ghost in the Shell, and that's what I'm going to talk about now, because it was because of this specific anime and one specific moment in one specific episode that scarred me when I was a child, because back when I was living in the US, my parents didn't really bother to, how can I say, use parental guides, on my television, so basically I could watch whatever the hell I wanted, whether it was on Open TV cable and then later Comcast digital cable, so So they never bothered to, you know, block anything. I guess either they trusted me to watch things that weren't too heavy, or they just didn't really care, you know. But although I never got into a lot of trouble for watching anything too bad. There was one moment back when I was a kid. I don't remember how old I was exactly, you know, but I do remember the moment very specifically, and it was at nighttime too, no less. You know, it was on a weekend, so I could sleep a little bit later than usual, you know. And I was just flipping through channels trying to see what I could find to watch, and then I saw this cartoon that I had never seen before, you know, which I would later go on to find out was Ghost in the Shell, you know. If I'm not mistaken, it was on Adult Swim, you know, back when they had the rights to show shows like Family Guy, Futurama, that kind of thing, you know, and they would occasionally also show anime. There's a reason why it was called Adult Swim, you know. Their tagline was all kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. It was adult programming. So then I watched that and I was like, okay, but it's a cartoon, maybe it's fun to watch, maybe it's gonna be nice to see, you know. And then I noticed that like there was a scene where there was this body on the floor and there were two, I think, police officers, you know, trying to investigate what was going on. So it seemed like a murder scene, right? And then they go over and turn the body over, and there's like this I don't know, man, this massive crevice of a ghostly face, you know, with sunken eyes and a black hole for a mouth, you know. At the time, it was the scariest thing I had ever seen in my entire life, and it was just lifeless, you know. It was clearly a person who was dead, but it seemed to have had the life sucked right out of them, you know. It's like they were a hollow shell or a doll, a mannequin or something, and that stuck with me. You know, I immediately turned the TV off. I don't think I even looked for anything else to see. I turned the TV off and went to play with toys, you know, or something. And then it just sat with me for a long time, you know. It sat with me for several weeks, maybe even a few months before I got it out of my head. And then years later, I would remember when anime started to become more popular in the mainstream, you know. Then I saw the name Ghost in the Shell show up a few times, and that's when the trauma hit me, you know. Now, it hasn't affected me to the point where today I can't watch an anime. I definitely can if I want to, but that's just it. I don't want to, you know. I understand that not every anime is like Ghost in the Shell, because I mean, just the name Ghost in the Shell implies that it is a horror thing, you know. It implies that that it has scary themes and whatnot, you know. Kind of like that other one, what's it called? The one that the guy has a gun with the thing, I forgot what it's called, man. I don't really do anime too well, but let me see if I can remember. Was it Death Note? No, Death Note is a whole different thing. I don't know, but anyway, the thing is that I have a lot of friends who are just like in love with anime, not to say obsessed, you know. They are very otaku, they do love anime, and if you let them, they'll just watch it all day, you know. I am no different. If I had a day off and I had nothing to do, you know, like related to YouTube, for example, I would definitely just watch Netflix all day, you know, or Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus, which I recently acquired, you know, without paying a dime, thanks to a student of mine, but more on that later. So now, this same student is very in love with anime too, you know. It's kind of funny because all of my teenage students, you know, everywhere that I work, it seems like every single one of them like anime, you know. It's actually kind of crazy how that statistic works. I mean, wouldn't seem like it'd be too easy to obsess over, but clearly it's very popular, and people like it. People like them. I think I lost my train of thought here. Okay, well, let's just move on then, okay, to the next portion of this next segment of the video, let's say. I am not trying to say that I hate anime, you know, because I don't want like an army of otakus to come after me, you know, and attack me and kill me and sacrifice me to the freaking Inuyasha lords or something, you know. I don't know. I love how I give off the impression that I dislike anime and I don't want to watch it, but I've been name dropping a bunch, you know, since the beginning of this video. But I swear I have no knowledge at all of anime, you know. I just know a few, so I'm just saying random ones, you know. But there are some that I will admit do interest me, you know. For example, there's this one called I think it's Koriko no Basket, which is a basketball anime, which is on Netflix. I actually put it on my list to maybe watch later because I mean, it's about basketball. I love basketball. It's my favorite sport, you know. And maybe there will be they say that it's like it's basketball, it's sports mixed with supernatural elements, like, not supernatural, but they say that some of the players have superpowers or something, you know, but I'm pretty sure it could be fun to watch. There's even a movie too that came after it. There's this other one that, although it seems to be a little bit more a little bit heavier. I gotta admit, man, the story does intrigue me a lot. Attack on Titan, you know, that is also on Netflix. I might just watch that one as well, but I really don't know. Netflix isn't really a hot spot for anime. That would be more Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a streaming service that's pretty much exclusive for anime, you know, so, but it's not that I'm going to be getting into it, you know, but there are a few reasons why I don't feel the need to watch them. One is this trauma that I can't deny that it does still affect me today, and a lot of anime is very catered towards the sexual side. Like there's a bunch of hentai and they sexualize little girls and make them into objects of fetish for men, you know. It's just really disturbing how it works, you know. I don't judge you if you're obsessed with anime, you know, because all of us have our own little secret obsessions. I have a few of my own that I've never shared on YouTube, and I never will, because that's gonna delve into even deeper territory, so I'm good with that. But I understand. The thing is that I don't like it when people try to convince me to watch anime, because that just gets me pissed, you know. Because if I understand that you have to watch something before you judge it, but there's a part of me that's really scared of watching an anime and liking it and then going down a rabbit hole and wanting to watch more and more and more, you know. I will become the very thing that I criticize, which is an otaku. So stop trying to get me to watch anime, okay? If you have ones that are good and you want to recommend them, that's fine. But if I tell you that I don't enjoy them and I don't intend on watching any, why are you gonna keep insisting? Like, what exactly is the point of that? Do you guys feel good? Do the otakus feel good when they do that, you know? Like when they try and successfully and succeed in converting somebody to their order, their cult of anime lovers or worshippers? I don't know, man. But one thing that I really like to watch is doramas, you know, K-dramas. So, you know, I can pretty much watch those like the same frequency that an otaku might watch anime, you know, but they're a lot longer, you know, the episodes are much longer, but still they give me a lot more pleasure, so maybe that's just the thing to do, I think. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's a little bit of the story of my relationship with anime, you know, and after all these years, you know, the very first thing that I said in this video was Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, but I watched the English version living in the US, so I don't know if that counts as anime, you know. I was kind of a fan of Pokemon also, which obviously has an anime based on, you know, but I watched the American version, which is always kind of remade in a different way, so I don't really know if it counts as anime, but I'm very in tune with Japanese. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z I used to watch when I was a kid, which I am pretty sure comes from a Japanese original anime, but of course I watched the American version, so I really don't think it's the same. I don't think they can be classified as anime, because when they are Americanized, they become known as cartoons. It's not called anime, so I think that anime is the one that is exclusive from Japan or even Korea. I think Korea also produces anime. But yeah, man, I'm also not a fan of manga, you know, the way they read the books backwards and stuff, you know, and there's always, sometimes there's no color, it's all just black and white drawings. It's just stupid, man. But okay, enough spitting on Asian culture, right? That's it, guys, okay? That is the reason that I don't enjoy anime and that I don't feel the need to watch it, you know? It's all just very disturbing and surreal, you know? Everything just unsettles me down to the core whenever I try to watch it, so I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, and I will just, yeah. That's it, guys. But okay, this is actually a remake, by the way. I recorded a video a few years ago talking about this. I'm wearing the same shirt, you know. Lately, a lot of my videos have been remakes because when you're doing YouTube for 6 years and you have more than 800 videos, you start to run out of ideas at some point, you know. So I gotta go back and redo some old ones, and hopefully this one looks okay because I know the lighting sucks, you know. But yeah, the show must go on. And after this video, I'm gonna be starting something really cool on this channel that I'm very excited for, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, if you happen to, if you like anime, if you love it, if you're an otaku, you know, if you're passionately in love with it, be PG down in the comments, just be chill, no need to attack me, okay? I'm just a person just like you, so let's just relax and keep it real, alright? If you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day, and while you're at it, might as well hit the notification bell as well so you can know exactly what time I upload. And that's it, guys. Videos every day on the Chazzy channel. Man, I really gotta go take some medicine because I have like a stuffy nose and, you know, my stomach hurts. I'm just not in the mood today for videos, but I had to record. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.